March 31st, 2006, Columbus, Ohio. Brian Shaffer enters a bar and was never seen again. That's the last confirmed moment of his life. This is the true and unsolved case of Brian Shaffer. Welcome to TruthFold Stories, where real-life mysteries refuse to be explained. It all happened in one single night. Brian Shaffer was a 27-year-old medical student from Ohio. Intelligent, driven, close to graduating, but his life had recently been shaken. Just weeks before his disappearance, Brian's mother passed away unexpectedly. Despite the grief, Brian tried to keep moving forward. On the night of March 31st, 2006, he went out with friends to celebrate the start of spring break. That night would be the last time anyone ever saw him. Brian went bar hopping with his friend William Clint Florence and other friends near Ohio State University. They eventually arrived at the Ugly Tuna Saloona, a popular, crowded college bar. Security cameras recorded Brian entering the bar at 9:57 p.m. He appeared relaxed, normal, smiling. At around 1:55 a.m., Brian was captured on surveillance footage outside the bar, talking to two unidentified women. Moments later, Brian told his friends he was going to talk to the band inside. He turned around, walked back toward the entrance. And that was the last confirmed sighting of Brian Shaffer. Brian never met up with his friends again. When the bar closed, his friends assumed he had already left. They waited. They called his phone. No answer. The next morning, Brian missed his scheduled flight to Miami. His girlfriend Alexis and his father Randy grew alarmed. But when they contacted police, they were told to wait. An official missing person report wasn't filed until April 3rd. By then, crucial time had already passed. Police reviewed every available camera. They confirmed Brian entered the bar. Cameras covered all main exits. Emergency exits were checked. Brian was never recorded leaving. Investigators even explored alternative possibilities. A construction elevator, a balcony, a trash chute. Searches followed. Inside the bar, construction areas, dumpsters, landfills, sewer systems, the nearby Olentangy River. Nothing was found. As the case continued, questions grew. Brian's phone was never used again. His bank accounts were untouched. His credit cards showed no activity. He also never claimed a $20,000 life insurance payout left to him after his mother's death. This made a voluntary disappearance seem unlikely. Investigators also noted that one friend refused a polygraph, another passed. Both later hired lawyers. Interviews with police stopped. One friend moved out of state and refused a grand jury appearance. No charges were ever filed, but the unanswered questions remain. Did he slip away undetected? Highly unlikely due to overlapping cameras. Was there a foul play? Did he left voluntarily? But why abandon his medical career, his loved ones, his future? And why leave without money or contact? In 2014, police revealed they had three theories, but refused to say what they were. In 2013, Brian Shaffer was legally declared dead, but the case remains open. What do you think happened to Brian Shaffer? Let me know in the comments, and subscribe to TruthFold Stories for more real-life mysteries that refuse to stay buried.